Hey everybody, this is Chris with Rain City Geckos. Just wanted to do a room update. I've changed a lot of stuff, made a new rack since last time I did a video. So I've been telling people about it, talking about my rack on Gecko blog and different stuff. So I just kind of want to show everybody kind of what I'm doing, what I got set up, and more of my plans on what I'm going to do to expand the room. So let's get going. Right here's the rack I used to have. I don't know, I don't want to flip it, it doesn't rotate. I think, what is it, 5 now? 5 tiered? I got my 2 ball pythons and then a couple of my geckos right there. One open spot. I got 4-inch flex watt individually, so each layer has its own strip with its own plug, which I decided to switch. You'll see on this other rack. Here's our Sunglow, hat marble eye, little hope. You can see the ball pythons. This is the old rack, and this is the new rack. As you can see, this is a lot bigger. It's 11 units, 11 tiers, 11 shelves, however you want to call it. This is my storage space up here, not quite big enough. It's size for hatchlings, but I don't have heat up there. It's just for storage. It's for vitamins, whatever. I use a Hydrofarm heat mat thermostat. It goes up to 1,000 watts. Grounded plug that you can plug in power strip or the flex watt heating element. I have right there the one connector, and it's snaked all the way through. As you can see, I notched out each layer so that it would run down and along, and then you go back notched down along the wall, snake. Now this is 3-inch flex watt, the 10 watt per foot. I live in Washington, so it's kind of cold. And it's actually all Reptile Basics had when I ordered, and I needed it. So I got, I think it's 27 feet, one solid piece all the way down. It heats pretty well. I keep the smaller geckos on top. Obviously it heats better and faster because the heating element, right as the heat goes, is right here. So these get hot, but as you can see, 88.7 on a zoom ed, and that's back over the heat. I also have another one that's directly on the heat right now, and it's at 94 almost. So I actually need to, that's weird, it hasn't been that high in a while. It's currently set at 89 degrees, and it's sitting at 87. I have the probe sitting right on the edge of the flex watt here, so as it heats and cools, it is exposed to the air, so it just heats up. As it gets hot, it'll cool down, so it turns on and off quite a bit, but I haven't had any issues. I've thought about trying to drill maybe down through the top here and actually putting it down into the tub, but every time I pull the tub out, I have to adjust the probe. So I've kept it consistent by taping it right to the edge here, but obviously it's getting a little hot because 93.8 I believe is a little too hot, even right on the hot side. So that's the new rack. I'm gonna build another one. As you can see, walk over here to the door. Right here's the garbage can. That's a vacuum for the poop. Fire extinguisher. Cart that I work from, sprayer, scale, paper towels, all that stuff, everybody's usual. Here's my bearded dragon. One of my bearded dragons I actually just swapped. I had my male in here, and he was getting a little big for this 20 gallon, so I swapped him out to the 55 and put my female rainbow tiger het hypo here, and you can see she's a lot smaller. She's got room in there. Then I got my crested geckos, both incubators, some supplies you can see, and then my other crested geckos up there, colonies. I got 4 in the back, 2 in this, and then 1 right here, so I have 7 total crusties. And then I got some 20 gallons that I had on a display style. These have leopard geckos in them. Heat mats down below. Hydrofarm heat mat thermostat. And it's sitting at about 85. It says set at 90. And that probe, actually it's because the probe's right there. It's probably about 88 usually. As you can see, the heat mat covers about 2/3 of the floor. And then you got that last little bit exposed for cooling. Got the rock, the hide. It actually creates a dome, so it holds the heat pretty well. They like it a lot. Most of the time you can see they're actually in the moist hide. And it steams up pretty good. It dries out every few days, so I mean it's not anything weird. But yeah, that's the quick room tour. Just want to kind of show everybody. I've been talking about it. I'm going to do a new hatchling rack here eventually. And I'm going to expand out. So these are going to be, I can actually work in between the 2 rows. So when I pull my snakes out, I can actually work and go out to the rest of the room. I usually have the cart out and I'm working right around here. So I'm going to have an aisle, and I'm going to have another shelf. Actually, I'm going to build a big rack against the wall. I'm going to slide this out. So this rack will be here. We'll have that rack. Then we'll have a hatchling rack here. And then I might move this and actually fit 2 racks. 1 rack and another rack. So that's for the future. I really suggest building your own rack. As you can see, I mean, it works great. It's modeled after Animal Plastics hatchling juvie adult rack. So I can hold these iris tubs for my sub-adults. And as you can see, I put holes in them all the way around. And then I have the large, I think these are actually 28s. And you can see it's a real, I can't even fit my pinky in there. It's a real fine gap. I haven't had any escapes, had any issues. Makes it really nice, so if you want to pull them out, bam, you're right there. Easy to work with. I like that a lot better. Makes it a lot easier than having to open, take them out, pop the lid, make sure you lock it. Because here, as you can see, I can get my fingers, and I found leopard geckos are quite ninja. They have some climbing skills you wouldn't believe. For a fat little gecko. Some of these guys, this guy right here, I actually had this tree pushed up against the back of the tub, or the tank here, and you can see I leave it cracked just a little bit so it's not locked, so I can open it whenever I want. I don't quite lock it. That was pushed against that back, and he actually climbed it, got onto these top leaf stuff, and he climbed out the back and got out. And I found him running across the floor over here and up under there. And I was like, what? An escapee? That hadn't happened in a long time. So since then I moved it over here to this side of the glass, and he can't do anything. So anywho, stop rambling, and that's that. And soon to come we're going to do a dragon highlight and crusty highlight, show you all the crusties and a 2-beater dragons, kind of show you what I got going on with that. So this is Chris with Rain City Geckos. Thanks for watching, and this has been the room tour update. Thank you.